BigZigFitnessMows.com.
Always the latest in new rock first. Streaming online at WSRG.com.
Hey everybody, how are you? We're the Eagle, Team Red, White, and Blue. Giving back to our veterans, because that's what we do. Hey, so me again, and I just want to take a couple minutes here, again at the end of the year, in case you didn't miss my last thing, taking a lot of the companies and products that I got to experience over the past 2013. Go ahead and check that out. But this one I'm going to dedicate to some shoes. I have 6 pair of shoes that I used this past year, and I just want to talk about each one of them just a little bit and kind of give you some feedback on what I thought about the shoes. Some of these shoes I bought. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. 3 out of the 6 I bought, and 1, 2, 3 out of the 6 I won. So, or was given to test. But all the opinions are mine. Nobody is paying me to tell you what I think, because they didn't pay me to tell you what I think. I'm just telling you what I think because this is social media, and there's nothing more egotistical than today's social media. So it's all about me and what I think about the shoes. Sorry. So let's go back to the beginning of 2013, and what I pretty much had in my pocket for road running or treadmill running was this shoe here. Let me think of the name of it. The Launch by Brooks. The Brooks Launch. It started out a lot brighter color, closer to that than to that. It's a great shoe. You can see that the tread pattern is worn down a little bit. I probably have, I don't know, 100, 125 miles on this shoe perhaps. One of the things I like to talk about is the sock liner comes out, helps dry out really quickly. I had no problems with the laces slipping. Rarely do I double knot my shoes, and I had no problems with them coming undone. You can see a little bit of heel wear here, and that's on my right shoe, and that's probably because my right foot flares out a little bit when I run, and I kind of land on that part of my shoe. But it's still a good shoe, a lot of good miles left in it. It's breathable, fairly lightweight, and I'm pretty happy with this shoe choice from Brooks. In fact, I was so happy with that shoe choice from Brooks that when it came time for me to buy a trail shoe to really start focusing on hammering out the miles for the Vermont 50 that I did this year, I also went with the Brooks. This is the Cascadia 7, I believe. Yes, the Cascadia 7. The 8 is out now. They got great colors in the 8. I haven't tested the 8. I don't know what it's like, so I can only talk to this one. But I can assume, I think it would be safe to assume that the 8 is definitely a step up. So if you're looking to get your trail shoes a little bit beefier, definitely go with this one. This one has, well, probably 200 miles on the trails on it. I also used it last winter in the Winter Wild series, so I ran in the snow with this as well, and I used some cleats, Catula micro spikes that you kind of put over the shoe, and they held up great. They didn't wear like I thought they might on the edges here where it comes into contact with the support. Again, sock liner comes out. Great support in there. It's all well stitched. You can see that, so it takes a lot of abuse. It's an asymmetrical lace design. You can see it's not straight up. Can you see that it's not straight up? I guess to compare with this one. See, this one curves. It follows the curve of your foot, so there was no pain or pinching across the top of my foot, which sometimes happens, especially if I accidentally lace the shoe too tightly. Again, no problems with the laces staying tied with this shoe. The soles really dispersed the mud. They got them out of there. I wore these in the Vermont 50 for about 47 of the 50 miles, and then changed to a different pair of shoes for the last miles. My feet were killing me, and I thought maybe it was the shoes. Turns out it was just the 47 miles. So I should have stuck with these shoes. Next year I'm definitely going to be looking at getting the 8, or maybe by then it'll be the 9 for my next attempt at my next go around at the Vermont 50. So great trail shoe, lots of cushion. fairly stiff, very responsive on the rocks, and great on the mud for getting it out and getting your traction back. So those are the two Brooks. The other shoe that I had for running on the trail, this is one that I was given to test, is the Saucony Virrata. You can see the Saucony Virrata. It's a great shoe. It's a zero drop shoe, and this is the first zero drop shoe that I've ever worn. It has a great tread. It's these little things here are, I don't know if you can see how compressible they are, but they're very, very nice. The only thing I didn't quite like about this shoe, sock liner comes out. The only thing I wasn't quite, this shoe's not so much me because it's a zero drop. I'm a heel striker. I'm not much to land on my midfoot or the ball of my feet unless I'm in a dead sprint, and as a trail runner it's not often that I'm in a dead sprint. So even when I run the roads, I don't sprint that much unless the ice cream truck is driving away and then, hey, ice cream man is coming! So you gotta go, right? So these are an 8.5. My other shoes are 9s. These were a little tight across here. If I had had the 9s, I probably would have enjoyed them a little bit more. They're light as a feather. It's incredible to me how light these shoes are. Not a lot of support. It's a fairly minimalist shoe. I've never worn a true minimal shoe, but this is probably as close as I'm going to get. So the Saucony Virrata is very lightweight, very breathable. I didn't wear it much in the rain. I don't think it was mostly on treadmill because I got these midwinter and ran on them in the roads a little bit and around town. They're fine, but if you're not a big fan of zero drops, don't get this. If you're looking to transition into a zero drop shoe, definitely check these bad boys out. Next two shoes are from the same company. They're both Reeboks, so let's go with that. This first one I got kind of as part of a almost dared myself to get them because even though my shoes are typically crazy colors, this one is way out there. I'd seen them online and was looking at back to school shoes for our 7-year-old, and he saw them, and they come in kids colors, so we decided, the two of us, to go ahead and buy matching shoes so that we would kind of have fairly matching shoes for back to school for him. And the shoe I'm talking about is the Reebok ATV 19. That's ATV-19. Check it out! See, this is crazy. This right here says to me, what? Reebok, what are you thinking? And then I put it on, and I was like, oh, that's what you're thinking. So, it's a very comfortable shoe, fairly lightweight, a little heavy in the heel. It is not a zero drop shoe. It is I don't want to say fairly minimal drop, but I'm not exactly sure what it is. Size 9, they fit great. Very smooth on the inside, very, very comfortable to wear. Sock liner comes out, gets dirty. Decent inside. Comes in multiple color combinations. No trouble with the shoes staying tied. No trouble with the shoes drying out when they get wet. One thing that I did notice about them was that, can you see here how this rocks? It's not flat, right? So if you're just standing around, that kind of gets a little unstable, which I thought was kind of what? But if you run off-road a little bit, if you're, kind of one of those people who likes to go for a run in the park, and get off of the sidewalk and run in the grass, this is a great shoe for that. It's also good if you have a park that has some not extreme type trails. We're not talking running up mountains and stuff. We're talking urban parks, that kind of thing. Great tread for that. Worked well in the mud, worked well in the dirt. And on some wet rocks. I went for a run this summer on up a mountain that had lots of wet rocks to come down on, and these held out surprisingly well. So I was kind of surprised and very happy about that. Plus, my son has a pair just like them, and we're cool together. Hello. So thanks, Reebok. These are also, like I said, the different color combinations you can get on these. I had a person who I work with who is starting to run a bit more and was not happy with the shoes that he'd had for several years. So we got him a pair of these, and he loves them. He's been running in them every day ever since. It's great. The next shoe, actually, I'm going to skip over my other Reebok because that's my favorite shoe. I'll save that one for last. This next one I was able to test out for Mizuno as part of their Wave Rider 17 campaign. It's their Wave Rider 17. It's a great shoe. I reviewed this one individually as well, so if you check back in my history, you can see where that shoe is. It's great. It's a very lightweight shoe. It has great tread pattern. I wore it in the rain. Water squirts right out here. You still get a good purchase on the pavement and a little bit on the track, so that's good. Nice heel cup here. It's very cushiony in the back, and I really like that. And yes, the sock liner comes out. And so this shoe is also a size 9 for me, and it seemed to be a little bit long here, but if I got an 8.5, then it would be too narrow, so I'm happy with the 9 in that regard, and I can't wait to hit the roads and the treadmill a bit more this winter while wearing this shoe. The Mizuno Wave Rider 17. No disrespect intended. So my last shoe that I have here was given to me as part of an entry that I was selected for to participate in the Reebok Spartan Race World Championships held at Killington, Vermont. And I didn't participate in any of the elite or place races. I was in a sprint event, which was just around 3 miles. And it was a charity event. It was a lot of fun. And I'm happy to say that I'm pretty much all in trying to be part of the Spartan family, so look forward to more of that coming up in 2014. The shoe I want to talk about that I have reviewed already as well is their Outdoor Wild. And check this out, right? I mean, wild, hello, outdoor. Outdoor Wild. I love this shoe. It's got some nice things, nice grippy tread things here that during the race held really well on the rope. I was able to put rope. I wore these also at the Fenway Spartan Sprint, which was completely dry. The one at Killington was completely mud. These shoes did soak up a little bit of water. They did retain some water. There's a little bit of cushion in here, so they retained some water there. But that's okay because it was just a 3-mile race, and the water came, out, and it was good. Toe protection here was great. A little bit of extra grips on the side. It looks like every chance they got, they put a little bit of extra grip in. When the shoes got great water channels, mud channels. This shoe kicks out mud out the back just great, and so it maintains its traction really well. Nice solid support here midfoot for stepping over logs, stepping on rocks, things like that. That's great. A little bit of extra heel here for that little bit of extra grip when you're running down a steep hill. That little bit catches in is really nice. They're tight. These are also a size 9, but they almost fit me like an 8.5. And at first I wasn't too sure if I would like that or not, but when I ran on technical and muddy terrain with them, having them fit my foot like a second skin and move when my foot moved and stay when my foot stayed was nice to have. So there you have it again. Let me go down here and get these. Oh my God. Okay, so the Saucony Virrata, great shoe, 0 drop, very comfortable, very lightweight. If you're into a 0 drop shoe, here's a good one for you. Let's see if I can pile these bad boys. The Brooks Launch. I don't think they make the Launch anymore, but any mid-level or entry-level shoe for Brooks is great. I've heard great things about their upper-level shoes, so check them out as well. Don't be afraid. Brooks. And customer service-wise, Brooks has been fantastic. I did have a pair of shoes that did not work for me at all, and Brooks was very kind to do right by themselves in terms of that, getting me the product that I needed. This just isn't going to work. Mizuno Wave Rider 17s. Good all-around shoe. If you're looking to step up your game in terms of running more distance or running for a longer time, check this shoe out. It's great. White. This is the first pair of white shoes that I've had in I don't know how long, and it was really weird for me to have white shoes on my feet, but they come in other colors, so don't be shy. Reebok ATV 19. Great, fun shoe. Draws lots of attention with these little marshmallow things on the side. People love to talk about it. It's a great shoe. Mid-level runner, if you're dabbling in trails, if you're dabbling in running on grass or in urban trail settings like at a park, this is a great shoe for that in any kind of weather. Brooks Cascadia 7s, look for the 8s, possibly the 9s coming out. Great colors, great shoe, very durable. The sides stay put, no rubbing, no ripping, and Just an all-around great trail shoe. I can't wait to run more miles than these. And then, like I said, Outdoor Wild, my favorite one of the shoes that I've worn this year. It's just, I'll probably get a pair in red and maybe a pair in blue or orange, if they come in blue or orange. I'm not quite sure. Check out, I'll put links in the notes, and have a great day. Thanks, and don't forget, if you see an event near you for Team Red, White, and Blue, go ahead and support them. They do great work for our troops, reintegrating veterans into society. I would talk about them more, but I'll probably start to cry. So it's been 15 and a half minutes. Have a great day.